Uh, we do not expect any serious objections unless the COCs would have incomplete records, or let's say it does not match what was electronically transmitted. Other than that, I don't see any serious objections.
So without any serious objections, how early can you proclaim the President Vice President?
Well, we're experiencing a sort of a hitch now because of the delayed 8 ballot boxes from the overseas. It's on the way from the Senate to here. It's on the way pero super traffic. At pinahabol ko na nga, pina-escortan ko na para mas madali sila. So there are I think how many opened ballot boxes na? Yung mga overseas saka yung mga manual nabuksan na eh. Meron na lang 8 natitira eh. Yung 8 on the way. Yun lang ang hitch coming from the Senate. Yun lang yung hitch. Kaya medyo merong lull. So after that, pagbubukas na yon, ang susunod nun, magbubukas na yung joint committee.
SP may 16 pang COC sabi nyo na hindi pa po nabibigay. Paano po yun? Kailangan bang dumating yun bago? Kailangan bang maubos yung 173? Ma-count yung lahat ng 173?
Yes.
Kasama yung sa Lanao na may failure election?
Oo. Lahat ng pwedeng umabot until tomorrow, dapat makarating dito lahat. Hopefully, we can gauge it after 2 or 3 hours. After 2 or 3 hours from now, kasi nga, na-delay nga, hits doon sa delivery nung galing sa Senate na 8 eh. So after that, about by 3 or 4 p.m., we will be able to gauge how fast the Joint Committee will be working. And barring unforeseen circumstances, the way it looks, if we will use the pattern in 2016, there is a possibility that we will, barring unforeseen circumstances and barring any hitches, we foresee the earliest possible proclamation or end to the canvassing would be late afternoon tomorrow. That will be the earliest possible.
So hindi na yung, wala talaga, sir, hindi aabot talaga ng Thursday morning, talagang up to Wednesday lang.
As I said, wag lang magkakaroon ng hitch. Hindi siguro aabot ng Thursday morning. Magkaroon ng hitches at saka mayroong mga unresolved issues, baka umabot ng Thursday morning. So that will be the latest siguro.
So, sir, paano kayo kanina na 16, you're waiting for 16? So, yung 8 po na parating part of that 16?
I think so. Yes. Oo.
So, yung 8 more...
Yung 8 kasi, ano yun, sa overseas yun eh. Sa overseas.
So, yung remaining 8 pa, sir, overseas, possible 7
Remaining
overseas,
8, kasama na yung mga galing sa Mindanao.
1 Lanao, sir, 7 overseas pa po.
So bali 17, sir, yung wala? O 16, sir?
16.
Kasama Lanao?
I think so, yes.
Sir, isa lang. Kailangan yung makuha lahat. Kasama yung 16. Hindi pwedeng hindi mabilang yun.
Hindi, hanggat maaari. Kailangan makuha lahat. Makuha lahat at mabilang lahat. Mabuksan lahat within within the day or tomorrow.
Sir, sir, magkukonvene lang po yung Joint Canvassing Committee until after you receive all the COC, sir, or pwedeng magpatuloy na while waiting for
Hindi, papatuloy na yun. Papatuloy na yun. They don't have to receive everything. As soon as the absentee voting 8 ba yun na padating, arrive at nabuksan, start na sila rin sa electronically transmitted. O compare sa COC. Yun ang kailangan nun, walang pagkakaiba.
Yun yung composition ng 8 na parating.
I don't have...
Yung overseas absentee po.
Puro overseas yun eh. Meron ako nakita kanina sa listahan ni Mayra. Dapat hiningi pala natin
Yung
listahan eh.
remaining 8 SP. is the Lanao and
Uh,
overseas again?
Yung mga nasilip ako kanina.
Tanong namin.
Pakitanong nyo na, para official. I-send sa atin yung 8 na padating.
Okay. So, pero yung aside from the 8 na parating, yung remaining pa na 8 SP, overseas pa rin yun in Lanao. Tama po ba? Kasi di ba 16 yung kulang nyo?
Overseas, 8, itong 8 overseas, tapos yung 8 dito na lang yun.
Mindanao yun, sir.
Oo.
Okay.
Sir, ano tawag dito? Meron kasi mga observations or concerns, ilang groups. Ang may question doon sa participation ni Senator Amy, kung kayo nag-inhibit, some groups are asking, why not Senator Amy? When she's related to the presidential candidate.
There's a different perspective eh. Hindi ba mas magandang perspective yung 7 representation ng Senate more or less represented yung 10 candidates for president. Kasama ro sa 4 na alternate, so bali 11 sila. Hindi ba mas magandang may representation lahat yung mga kandidato? We should look at it that way also. Because what can a relative do? Hindi naman humahawak ng ano yun. Hindi naman humahawak ng COC yun basta-basta or hindi naman yun tagabasa, kundi kasama rin sa committee na ino-observe yung bilangan, yung pagbilang.
Wala siya advantage at all.
I don't see any I don't see any problem eh. Unless, yung personality mismo magsabi na mag-i-inhibit ako. Sa akin naman, I did not inhibit. I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my work that was cut out for me by the Constitution to receive the ballot boxes, the COCs, and to assign the joint session to count, to canvass.
The ministerial duty.
Ministerial lang yun eh.
So with the anticipation po na matatapos kayo bukas or the assessment po matatapos kayo bukas, this early po meron ng invitation or aviso kina BBM and Mayor Sara that they might be proclaimed tomorrow.
The lawyers of the candidates were present kanina. And more or less, they were given a timetable ng possible tapos nito. So I'm sure they were informed.
SP, sorry, sabi nyo the earliest will be tomorrow, late after matapos yung canvassing.
The earliest possible.
Earliest. So right after matapos yung canvassing, yung proseso ng SP, ipapatawag na ba agad kung sino yung nanguna doon?
Yes.
Walang
Oo.
dull time na magagawa pa ng report?
Hindi, magkukonvene kami as a joint session again. We will convene as soon as we are informed by the joint committee that they are ready and the proclamation is ready. The Speaker Velasco and I will convene the joint session and proclaim. It will be ideal if the winning candidates were present.
But they don't have, not necessarily sila sir na kailangan present na hindi po
Last year, in 2016, President Duterte was not there in his proclamation.
Ano yung present, sir?
It was only Vice President Robredo who was present.
Hindi
That's how I
kailangan
recall.
present sa rules, sir? SP?
Hindi.
But someone should represent them.
Not necessarily. Once the Senate President and the Speaker proclaims the winners, yun na yun.
Pero sir, pag present sila, you will invite them po to the podium and raise their
Yes. If they are present, we will ask them to approach the rostrum or the podium para ma-proclaim sila officially.
Pero ngayon ba, SP, may nagsabi na, mean dun sa lawyers, sinabihan sila, nasabihan sila presumptive president to be ready to come here to Batasan mga
Yes.
Sir, safe to say that this canvassing will be the fastest in recent history, canvassing history.
I think, I don't know, it's very difficult to say so at this point, because di pa natin alam eh. Perhaps later, pwede mo tanongin sa akin yan. Pero, the way I see it, it would probably be more or less the same as the 2016 proclamation. Ganun lang din yun. 2 to 3 days. Ganun lang.
Sorry, SP, for survey purposes lang. What makes it easier and mas quick this time compared to before?
Practice.
And
The 2016 experience and the 2019 experience of automated elections, palagay ko that that helps in the definitely helps yung swiftness ng transmissions and canvassing.
And nagpapagwinas din ng SP na electronical na siya.
Yes, yes.
So wala pa naman 2016 si Presidente?
Ang alam ko, wala. Wala siya.
And then, sir, pag tumaklaim yung nag-attend si na BBM and Mayor Sara, meron bang feeling ng awkwardness, no? Kung kayo magtataas
Sa amin?
kamay nila,
Wala naman. As I said,
wala.
I know my job. I know my work. And I try to do it well.
Sir, if may discrepancy, how will you resolve?
It will be set aside, so that the canvassing will continue, and then later on it will be taken up to find out how did this discrepancy come about. For example, the board of election inspectors might be called in, either physically or through Zoom, to explain. Ganon.
Pero it will not stop the proclamation.
No, it won't. No, it's just set aside and tuloy pa rin canvassing. Lahat ng maaaring maging question isi-set aside kung may problema. Kung may objection naman yan, ay ilalagay din on record yan. And they'll be taken up at the end of the day, at the end of the...
Pero yung mga set aside, kailangan pong ma-explain bago makapag-proclaim.
Bago makapag-proclaim, kailangan natapos lahat. Kasama pati yung mga na-set aside. Oo.
No questions left dapat.
Dapat. Ideally, dapat walang questions.
Noted, sir, yung mga questions.
Dapat resolved lahat ng problema.
And dapat lahat ng 16 na yun.
Walang basta noted lang. Walang ganun. I will not allow it.
So instead of saying noted, dapat sir resolve.
Oo. Set aside and then resolve later.
Sir, if hindi ma-resolve talaga,
Hindi maaaring hindi mariresolve eh. Hindi maaaring hindi mariresolve. Because at the end of the day, the joint committee votes. They will vote. That's why it will be resolved. Ito yung listahan ng mga incoming na nasa traffic ngayon. Chile, South Africa, Timor Leste, Kenya, Mexico, Pakistan, Czech Republic, and Nigeria.
Ano po yung remaining 8 pa? Quiz talaga ito.
Hindi.
tama sir.
Ito na yan.
Sir, meron pa sir na 8, 7.
Hindi, merong overseas. Teka. Meron pang to be received pala na 7 overseas absentee voting at isa na lang Lanao del Sur.
Sir,
Kaya 8 pa uli.
Kaya 8 pa ulit.
Oo.
Pero lahat
Ito yung 8 na on the way.
Isa lang katambasan
Ito yung 8 na on the way, tapos may 8 pang padating. Sa 8 na padating, kasama ang Lanao del Sur. And hopefully, it'll arrive by tonight or by tomorrow.
Pero sir, can you decide din po na kung halimbawa ma-compute na hindi na makaka-apekto sa number of votes yung hinihintay from the 7 OAV and 1 Lanao, pwede na i-forgo sir yung pagkandas or it has to be completed?
Ideally, it has to be completed. Ano? Pero if there is no use, ano, mahalaga naman doon sa mga gano'n, katulad sa Lanao del Sur, ang mahalaga doon, kung I don't know what the counting is, the local. Yung local elections na ang habol doon. Kasi dito sa, even if may pakinabang ang party list doon sa listahan na yon, mga senators, wala nang magiging problema eh. Sa party list, baka magkaroon. But then again, it's not the problem of the National Canvassing Board.
So pwede din po kayo mag-decide, sir.
Sorry.
Pwede din po kayo mag-decide, SP, na hindi na hintayin yung remaining OAV and COCs kung hindi na po makaka-apekto. Which is, we anticipate na hindi naman na.
Pwede, but I will leave that to the joint committee to decide.
Pero ideally, mabilang lahat.
Ideally, mabilang lahat.
Kung digitan.
Lalo na kung digdigan.
Yun nga, SP, will it be easier? Kasi mukhang malayo naman talaga yung lamang
Oo.
presumptive.
It'll be easier pagka malaki masyado lamang.
Sir, di ba na po, sa commission of appointment, sir, di ba may sige po, with the so-called success of the elections, ano yung chances, sir, na lumusot o hindi na siya ang pangalungan ng commissioners, sir?
In our resumption of the Senate this week, there are two possible dates that the Commission on Appointments may be called. The 25th, which is tomorrow, and the 1st of June. Now, the 25th is next to impossible because we are a national canvassing board. I will be here, and therefore it is only the Senate President that can convene the Commission on Appointments. I understand that the Committee on Constitutional Commissions scheduled a hearing tomorrow morning, but that involves the nomination of the COA chairman and 3 COMELEC commissioners, including the chairman of the COMELEC. They are hearing tomorrow morning. I don't know if the hearing will push through, but I cannot convene a plenary by noontime tomorrow. We will be here. Therefore, the next possible date would be the 1st of June. Doon lang pwedeng tumawag ng CA. Kung ngayon ay merong naka-ready na dapat itawag, like the Constitutional Commission Committee and also the Committee on National Defense. Because I'm told that there are at least 50 generals or 50 AFP officers that await their confirmation. Now, the setback there is a number of them will be celebrating their birthdays by June, July. So if they are not confirmed and na-bypass, hindi matataas ang rango nila when they retire. Ayun ang isa sa mga siguro dapat consideration ng Committee on National Defense.
Pero pwede siya na CA hearing tomorrow and then plenary on June 1.
That's possible.
So that's part
Pwede
of
yun.
the consideration.
Oo, pwede yun.
Pero sir, factor po ba sa confirmation or non-confirmation ni Chairman Pangalungan and Commissioners Nelly and Garcia yung outcome ng election? So, hindi.
What do you mean?
Sir, I mean, sir, kasi diba, sasalang pa
Kung masama ang resulta ng eleksyon or hindi maganda takbo, syempre, it will have that will be factored in before their approval. Pero kung wala naman tayo nakikitang hitches, we leave it to the members of the commission.
Pero sir, yung issues about them, like for example, yung question ni Senate Minority Leader Drilon kay Commissioner Nelly, will it still affect her chances or more of looking at the election result na lang ang sito?
Hindi. Everything will be, everything will have an impact on their confirmation. Not just the elections, but whatever issues, objections, or complaints are aired against any particular nominee.
Sir,
Sir, ano ba? Posible bang ma-pushback yung canvassing mamaya? Kasi sinabi niyo po, may mga balota pa pong inaantay.
Hindi siguro, hindi. On the way na yung on the way na yung hinihintay na sa overseas Well, hindi. Ideally, sana dito na by 1:30. As soon as it arrives, they will continue with the, nagkaroon lang ng lull because of that. They have to open muna the COCs, the ballot boxes.
Sir, tuloy din ba na walang tulugan talaga? As in, hindi kayo
Hindi naman siguro. Baka naman nasabi lang ng isa sa mga members.
what's the timetable?
Sa akin, I'm speaking for myself. If by tonight, let's say 9 or 10 p.m. tonight, they have opened and canvassed at least 100 COCs. Ay, kayang-kaya na bukas yun. Pwede na sila magpahinga tonight and resume tomorrow morning. Around 9 or 10. Di ba? Kung baka 173 lang yun. Ngayon, kung bumagal, siguro baka maisipan nila, teka, tuloy-tuloy na to. Total, may mga alternates naman.
Pero you will monitor din, sir. You will monitor, physically monitor.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I will monitor. Labas-masok lang kami nila speaker dyan, pero we will monitor.
So, possible na mag-happen kapag bumagal-bagal? Pwede talagang mag-happen siya?
Pagka bumagal-bagal, I will crack the whip.
Kaya pala nandyan ka, sir. Okay.
Buntot pagi.
Thank you, sir.
O, yung iniintay. Para kompleto ang ang report nyo.
Yan yung last.
To be received, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Syria, Morocco, Iran, Argentina, Brazil.
Sir, ulit.
Bagal yun. O, picture. Picture, pinakamadali. Ito muna yung ito yung padating.
Parating ngayon.
Padating.
Ayun.
Padating. Padating. Pasa na lang.
Ito yung wala pa.
Ito yung wala pa.
Talagang pinaghawak si SG.
Oo nga, thank you.
At saka yung isang Lanao del Sur. Okay? Okay.
SB, anong safe sabihin? Pwede nang maging magdamagan kapag mabagal-bagal?
Pag bumagal-bagal, dapat okay lang. Huwag magdamagan. Pag bumagal-bagal,
Pwede magdamagan?
pwede magdamagan.
Picture po na kami sa inyo.
Oh, ganyan.
SB dito po. Nasa tabi na tayo. Nasa tabi na SB. Ay, kayo ba?
Meron kasi issue na sa amin sa Senado.
Sits na lang.
Gusto namin tapusin talaga.
Busy tayo.
Okay, pumulo sa lahat. The latest course ni Mary. Ayaw namin pumagal. Una, sabay yung tao. Pangalawa, para makapag-session kami. Pero kami kailangan ipasa pa ang second reading ng Thursday. Kasi pag hindi kami nakapag-session ng Thursday, hindi namin na-attend reading next week. May mga mahalagang...
May
Pero
RCEP pa.
parehas, kuya,
May mga mahalaga.
Sa may RCEP pa.
Yung RCEP, kailangan debatihin pa yun.
pero ganyan din ba ang feeling ng House? May ganyan din silang pagmamadali, guys.
Oo, kasi ang dami nilang house bills na nakapending sa amin. Ang dami, hospitals, kung ano-ano mga
So, ang safe sabihin,
development
SB,
authorities, gano'n yung nakapending sa kanila. Sa amin, na pag hindi namin napasa this week,
Hindi na naman third reading by
next
next
week.
week.
Sir, ang bongo yung mga hospitals.
Yan nga, yung hospitals.
SP ang safe sabihin, ideal nyo, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pag bumagal-bagal, wala talagang magmamagdamagan. Para lang
Magdamag or
matapos.
baka 10 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Ganon.
and then resumption of 8 or 10 a.m.
Pero decidido, pwede ba namin sabihin decidido kayo mag-proclaim na by tomorrow night? Yes.
The target is
Target.
Barring unforeseen circumstances. The target.
Target is
Target is tomorrow, late afternoon or
evening. Yun pa din. May ulo na tayo.
picture mo daw.
Sure.
Ate, siya dito ka.
Ano, hindi pa dito lang. Sabi na kami.
Ako nga dapat magsabi sa inyo, huwag niyo akong kakalimutan eh.
SP!
Sa taas mo yung kamay ni May.
CSP! Char.
Okay.
Kanino phone yan? Paano
Right.
Magkakapila.
Mic up. SP ba? SP? Wait lang. Go.
Ay, teka.
Nandun si Ate Miyagi. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Tangkad ni SP, ang hirap i-frame.
Ako lagi ko tinitingnan kayo. Siya nasa
Depende
Ano
pa
na
ba?
eh, mayroon
Sila yun. Kasama natin. Pag may magandang portion, papasok.